I've decided to do my first deck profile on Dueling Network. It's E-Heroes E-Diffusion deck. I use this a lot to get my rank up at the moment. It's not very high, I'll be honest, but it's really quick to get your rank up. And if you play it right, you could win in one turn, because I've done that a lot of times now. Okay, so we've got, for monsters, we've got Elemental Hero Heat. I've packed this because it gains 200 attack for each face-up E-Hero you control, so you've got 4 fusions on the field in this. Attack to normal summon. And if I steal a monster from their side, I can use Nova Master. I'm also packing Ice Edge and 2 Neos Aeus. This is because I can use them both for the 2 main monsters of this deck, which I tend to focus on. Absolute Zero and The Shining. They're really easy to summon if you put these in. I've got an Ocean and a Stratos in also. The Stratos is to help easy fusions basically. You instantly add one to your hand, so if you use that, if you get that through Reinforcement of the Army and use emergency call after that, you've basically got yourself an instant fusion. Ocean, that's for 0 as well. I've got 2 Voltics that I use for the Shining. That's the only thing I usually use them for. I've got 2 Snowman Eaters. Now, I put these in because mainly of their effects, and as soon as I flip them, I can just fuse them, basically. I also put in 3 Thunder Dragons. Now, I know it's not normal, but they're easy summoning, basically. If you get a Fusion Gate, you can just easily summon it, and even if it gets destroyed, you can use it for a Miracle Fusion later. Okay, so that's all my monsters. I know 13 isn't much, but you'll be surprised how much damage 13 can do. As for my magics, I've got a Dark Hole, 3 Emergency Calls. This is because of Stratos and all my other heroes, obviously. 3 Fusion Gates, which I've got in a combo with 3 Terraformings. This is to help get them into my hand easier. I've got more chance of drawing them on my first turn. I put in a Future Fusion, so I can chain that with Miracle Fusion. I also put in Heavy Storm, a Monster Reborn, 3 Mystical Space Typhoons, because, well, if one fails, I can just activate another. I've got a really nice spell trap out. My favourite card in this deck has to be Parallel World Fusion, mainly because since my deck focuses on removing cards from play, I can easily return them to the deck to fuse them later as well. But it's not a good combo if you're using it with the Shining, because it'll just lose its attack it's gained. I've got 2 Bottle Dualities for my first move and when I'm in control of the game. I've got Reinforcement of the Army, which I usually use to get Stratos out on the field, and a Super Polymerization. Now, I was against putting this in, but my mate recommended it to me, but it was an easy way to get out any hard to summon E-Hero monsters, like this weird one, SQE Dao, and these 2 here, Adoration, and, well, I forget the other one's name. As I said, I've got 3 Terraformings in as well. As for traps, I've only got 4, because I believe that's all that's needed. Mirror Force, Solemn Judgment, Solemn Warning, and Torrential Tribute. It's just an easy way to clear the field every time, in case I'm in a spot of trouble. As for my side deck, I've packed 2 Max C's in case I'm against another either E-Hero deck or Synchro Spam deck. And I've got 3 Royal Decrees as well, just in case I'm in a match duel and I want to stir things up. Right, my extra deck, the most important thing of this deck, I've got 3 Absolute Zeros. That's one of my headliners of this deck. I've also got, come on, stop being rubbish. I've also got Esquirrel. I've got an Elemental Hero Gaia, which I also use with Super Polymerization. I've got a Great Tornado for when I'm using Stratos. I've got a Nova Master for when I'm using Heat, or if I'm against a fire deck. Another headliner on my deck, The Shining, mainly because it gains 600 attack and 300 attack even for every E-Hero removed, and whenever it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, I get those 2 back that I fused it with, basically. I've got Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon for my 3 Thunder Dragons. I've got an Adoration, and I've got a Trinity. They're all for diffusions. Now, I decided to pack in Utopia as well, just in case I wanted a quick summon. Say I diffused one of my cards somehow, and I wanted a quick XYZ. So, that's all guys. Thanks for watching. This is Ramai11, signing out of YouTube.